So being an open transgender minister, especially in smaller communities, is not an easy thing to do. I see it as a personal calling of mine to be open and out everywhere I go, especially as I feel called to be in small communities. And that is something God gave me and called me to do, and I trust that. But it does not make it easy. And while it is not an easy journey, and it's not easy to be true to who I am, as there are many risks to doing that, I know this is what God asks of me and wants me to do, and I wouldn't want to do anything else. My name is Anthony Kirk. I use he, him pronouns. I live in Klamath Falls, Oregon, and I am currently the pastor of Klamath Falls Friends Church. I was actually raised in an agnostic home. I hadn't been to church really at all. Occasionally, I would go to a church with friends for occasional social time. I would go to vacation Bible school at a Wesleyan church because I lived in a rural town and it was just the social thing to do. I didn't really remember a lot, but I was always drawn to the Bible in some way. But in 2012, in February, I had an experience with God that changed my entire life. I was walking in the courtyard of my school. It was a warm February day, not a cloud in the sky, and I looked up to the sky and I heard God tell me that they existed. Just as soon as that happened, I was instantly a believer. I just knew that was God and that was it. My journey with religion and spirituality has been completely intertwined in my relationship with my gender identity and coming out as transgender. It was, in fact, being in a religious setting, at the time Unitarian Universalist, that set me free and told me, you are who you are. You are who you say you are, and that God has made you the way you are. It was religion that helped me feel supported, that helped me see my worth and value as a person, and that I had something to offer as I explored my gender identity and lived into the person that I always have been, but didn't have much of a place to explore or experience or be at the time. And a big reason I am religious is because I came out in a church. And church has been, I would say, the most important part of my life as a trans person and what has helped me keep going so much in my life. And also in my spiritual journey, there's actually a psalm that has really helped me. I reflect on it a lot. I use it for Transgender Day of Visibility events, and I share it with those who are exploring their identity, exploring their gender, their sexuality, and wondering, well, where do I fit? The scripture that I use comes from Psalm 139, verses 13 through 16 from the New Revised Standard Version. For it was you who formed my inward parts. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. That I know very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was being made in secret. Intricately woven in the depths of the earth, your eyes beheld my unformed substance. In your books were written all the days that were formed for me, when none of them as yet existed. And that's brought so much comfort to me and so many people in my life. And it's the beautiful reminder that God knew us since our conception, as we were formed. God knew us and loved us and created us long before society put labels on us and made assumptions. For all of us are fearfully and wonderfully made. And whatever our gender expression or identity, we are made in the image of God too.
Thanks so much for watching this QuakerSpeak video. We release a new video every other Thursday. We would like to thank Woodbrook for supporting this video. Woodbrook is a Quaker learning and research charity. They offer online learning and worship rooted in the Quaker tradition and open to all. On their website, you can find online courses for individuals on a range of topics, as well as workshops for communities. Woodbrook is also the leading provider of Quaker postgraduate study, with distant degrees open to applicants from around the world. Visit www.woodbrook.org.uk to explore what Woodbrook can offer you. Thanks so much for watching, and have a happy Thursday.